So national recruiting analysts have been busy pointing out the power and the ability of our guy Emmett Jones out here looking to lock up some top players. So a couple of future casts have gone in over on the rival side on 2 wide receivers. So we got to talk about it, look at some film, and maybe get back to asking for Emmett Jones getting a raise. I don't know. We'll see if the production follows, but let's talk about it. But first, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. This video is powered by our partners at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. So, Sam Spiegelman over there at Rivals now. He used to be at On3, but he's now at Rivals. Dropped some future casts for a couple of players to land with the Sooners. Norman North's own Mason James, as well as Texas wide receiver out of Kaufman, Texas, Alzur Miles. So 2 wide receivers. Looks like Emmett Jones is locked in on that they can land. So I want to look at the film. We'll start off with the local guy, then we'll go with Alzur Miles right after the break. So let's talk about Mason James. Now Mason's a beast. I've been checking him out down there in Norman, listed at 6 foot, 160 pounds. He is rated as a top 300 player in the country, depending on site you go to. 247 has him as 173. On 3, of course, y'all can see here 282, but their consensus and composite has him at 213. Mason can ball. And so as you watch the film, the man's hard to catch. And for me, the most important thing about this is we're going to need some playmakers going forward. And it appears that Emmett Jones is going after it. Like, we looked at some of the transfers that have come in, and we know that a lot of the transfers that he's going after had to have certain talents like height, but you also want to get yourself some smaller players to go with it. And like with Mason, he had 56 catches for 1,200 yards last year, 17 touchdowns. And he was hard to defend. He would either outrun you, he can make the catch. His route running ability is one of my favorites in the game, and his ability to make plays when he gets the ball in his hands. And that's what's going to be important, right? Like, we'll talk about some of the players from winter workouts that, you know, I've heard has jumped out. And there's one that's huge out of the state of Oklahoma. You can probably guess who that name is, but I think Mason James can be one of those talents for Oklahoma. His ability just to get around the defender and make the catch is going to be critical going forward in what we're trying to do, either if it's having, you know, John Mateer make a return, or we're moving on to one of our younger quarterbacks between Jed New, Michael Hawkins, as well as Jaden O'Neal, or if we get Bo Bentley to go with that. You know, you'll have a plethora of arms to choose from, but you're going to need receivers that can catch. And that's the one thing I like about Mason's ability. I mean, you just watch the film yourself. You see his ability to get open, and he's got the speed, and he's got the hands. That's what most matters. And so I like Mason's game. I think that he can be a top player for us. And I like the OKPREP agenda to continue, right? Y'all know that I'm huge when it comes to the OKPREP agenda. You got to lock up the state of Oklahoma, and it's going to be critical for us going forward. So seeing Mason James film, let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. I definitely want to hear y'all's thoughts. Let's look at Alzur Miles. First, shout out to the partners. BetUS, hooking up the gamer, 150% bonus on the first deposit up to $2,000, 125% bonus on your second and thirds by using promo code YouTube150. And as y'all know, John Mateer, we're going to keep talking about him. Why? Because if he is as good as we hope, and he comes out there and shows out, this Heisman number is going to be a steal. And I'm still high on him. Plus 1,800. The minute I get to Vegas, going to buy myself a card. I already put in here on BetUS, so I've got it here. I'm going to be jumping in a few spots because why? I think Mateer can make it happen. And if you want to get on the action without the travel, check out BetUS. They'll hook you up. 150% bonus on the first deposit, 125% bonus on your second and thirds by using promo code YouTube150. Check them out, BetUS, where the game begins. So from there, Alzur Miles. He also got a future cash from Sam as well. And I think that this kid is going to be a really good sleeper. When you look at the measurables here, 6'3", roughly 200 pounds, Kaufman, Texas. He's not the highest rated guy. He's roughly a top 550 guys, 517 on the consensus composite from on 247 has him 553, 3-star wide receiver, but he's got the size. And then when you watch the film tells you enough as well. Physical receiver, good hands. He also plays basketball, does track and field. And so he's a jumper. Like, he's someone that you throw it up and he's going to jump in the air and go after it. And he does a really good job of breaking tackles, getting open and going. You want someone that's going to play physical. I think that's the difference between his game and Mason's is he's more of a physical player. So as people try to tackle him, he's really hard to get down. He's not someone that's just easily to pull to the ground. And this kind of checks out for what Emmett Jones has done over the last couple of years in wide receivers. I mean, Zion Kearney, one of my favorites. You know, when he committed, that was the big thing with him. He's very hard to bring down at the high school level, and now he's going to get there here at college. I mean, that touchdown he got against Navy in the bowl game, even with a little bit of a bummed ankle, yeah, hard to bring down. And he made it happen. And so you want to get more big physical dudes that are hard to tackle. You want more fast guys to outrun the competition or just be really good at route running and be elusive. And that's what you get out of Mason James. But I think Azrael Miles is going to be good. I remember talking to PG about him a while ago, and PG was telling me, man, he felt like he was one that was going to commit a bit ago. And he's like, I think Oklahoma's definitely the favorite for this playmaker, and I think that Oklahoma's going to end up landing his services. And now all the national guys are definitely agreeing with PG. So make sure you go check out PG on the PG show. He does a really good job talking to the recruits and getting some insight on what they're thinking. And this is one player that I really want Oklahoma to get their hands on. Get some players down there at Kaufman. Always a plus. You never know what more you can attract with it. But having a track guy like Miles, you know, like I said, he does track and field, so he does like high jump, as well as just the ability to jump and catch out there in the field. Being physical, we like that. So he'll be in town for June 20th along with Mason James. Like I mentioned, we've got the list written down. It's actually in the Discord. Just got them just lined up so you can see them. And we'll put together an actual list, names, players, and everything so you all can see it. I just got to compose it. But Oklahoma's got some fun ones to keep your eyes out for. So let us know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. You think that Emmett Jones can close these? I feel like these are ones that are closed. Like, I think when Spiegelman put it in there to go along with Parker Thune as well as Brandon Drum over there at Rivals and OU Insider, that I think that these are basically done deals and we're just waiting for it to get completed. So let me know what your thoughts are. Shout out to our partner BetUS. They hook y'all up. 150% bonus on the first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. And so we'll have some videos coming down the line. Still got some material film study that I've done, that I'm going to put together, have it up for you all, hopefully sometime this week. So you got something to watch. And, yeah, we'll talk soon. Peace.